is awesome. And it brings back wonderful memories, believe it or not, for me. Many, many years ago, I was at our sister network, QVC, and we sold a bench almost identical. It might be the exact same manufacturer. And I bought 2 of those white benches. So when I saw this tonight, I went, oh, it's back, and I'm so excited about it. It is a brilliant multi-purpose bench. Number one, 3 people can sit very comfortably on here. It's got a nice deep seat. It feels good when you're sitting on it. I loved it because if it ever gets dirty, you just hose the baby down. And it's really durable, but it's not crazy heavy. Again, 3 people can sit on here very comfortably. What happens with it though, one day you're using it like this, and I needed more seating on a deck. I'll never forget where I had it. So I bought 2 of these, and the reason I bought 2 is, you'll see it in just a second, is when you fold them both together, now you've got picnic style seating. And here's the other way I used it, which they don't show in the video, and I kind of wish they did. I used to fold it like this, and when I would have big cookouts and a lot of people over, I would use one as a bench, and the other one, this was my buffet table. So where people were getting their food, they would just walk along here and then take their food over to the bench or just about their seating. So it's absolutely, I think, one of the most brilliant things to have because it gives you really, really just a ton of versatility. All right, let's get Tracy Rosa, who's joining, or Tracy Kane, not Rosa, Tracy Kane is joining me. We got it on sale tonight for FlexPays. And Tracy, always good to see you. Isn't that funny? I've got such nice memories about this bench.
I love it. And this is exactly that same bench, Suzanne. So these have been around, I think, about 13 or 14 years now. And when they were originally designed, it's exactly that. The creator wanted to give you a purpose to have a table that works in so many other ways. So whether you want to use it as a bench or you want to use it as a table, it works both ways. But what I have to tell you is that this is the only piece of furniture that you are going to have in your yard that is made of this quality that takes no maintenance whatsoever. I have had these for 4 years, sitting out in the Florida sun, baking, not babied, not even a cover on them. And all I did to prepare them for my shows is to hose them off and wipe them with a cloth. That's it. I didn't even use a power washer. I haven't even used soap on them. And they look absolutely beautiful. And I wanted you to be able to see that I actually have 3 place settings here set up. So this really shows you that you can have 3 adults sitting here comfortably at a sit-down table, right? Or if you want to have 6, you put the 2 together. It's so great. And they're made out of a vinyl and resin composite. So it's a proprietary material that's made for you. It makes it super comfortable. So it's not like that hardwood bench that you feel uncomfortable at, that it's so hard. You're not going to worry about splinters. You're not going to worry about sanding this. You're not going to worry about staining it or painting it. You are just going to enjoy this in your yard or in your screen lanai.
We have white or we have tan. It's 1,000-pound weight capacity, which really, Tracy, that alludes to the quality of the product.
Correct. Absolutely. And it's so easy to put together too, Suzanne. So all the little pieces just fit together. This took me maybe 20 minutes to put both together by myself. And I'm really not a very handy girl.
I love your honesty. But I think this is really fun too, because if you're thinking, gosh, you know what? I never have enough seating. Well, you can go out and you can spend a ton of money. I mean, you can spend thousands of dollars on outdoor seating, right? And it still is just that. It's a chair, you sit in it, or it's maybe a couch that holds a couple people and you've spent thousands of dollars for outdoor seating. Or you get these and now you've got so much more versatility. I have the most fond memories about this. We used to have my son when he was really little and we lived in Pennsylvania. We would have birthday parties, and you know, kids' birthday parties are a hot mess. We would put them on there and the kids had their own little plate. They could get cake and frosting and hot dog and mustard stuff everywhere. And guess what? You hose the darn things down. And then they convert to a really comfortable bench and you can sit and really easily read and visit. Maybe you put these on your front porch and you talk to the neighbors as they go by and you're having a little toddy time. I just want to show you this. This is a computer we have coming up tonight and it'll be at 11 o'clock. And it is my HP laptop. And if you ever have thought about getting a new laptop, I hope you'll join me for this presentation at 11. It is a touch screen. It's got every bell and whistle you could ever imagine. The price is excellent. But look how nice this is, Trace. I can literally put this, and it's a 17-inch laptop on here. I could be out on my porch enjoying, working at the same time. But this is so sturdy, you don't see it tilting. It's not bending in the middle, even though I have a big laptop on it. So I really have always admired the quality and the durability of these benches.
Absolutely, I'm going to show you too. I'm going to stand up top here. My head is probably going to get chopped off, but I'll just show you this for a second. But I'm not afraid to stand up here. I mean, I even have heels on, right? and I'm still bouncing up and down. This holds up to 1,000 pounds. And the reason that this holds so much weight is the way that this has been engineered. So the creators have really thought of everything. They gave you this really nice sturdy base. And then when you look on the inside here, you can see the nice support bar and the brackets in here. So that's really holding the weight for you. So you can use this whether you want to do it on pavers or concrete, but also in the mud. You can do this in gravel, in sand. You can stick these in the back of a large SUV, take them to the soccer game, take them to, you know, different events that are coming up, but people are having outdoor parties now. This is a great piece to bring with you because, again, you can use it as a table. There's nothing you have to do except to lift this one piece to turn it into a bench. So you're not fussing with parts. You're not taking time to move things around. And this, I love this because my mom actually spends a lot of time in a wheelchair now. And I'm sure there are a lot of you that have people that love ones that are in wheelchairs. And when they come over, you don't know where to sit them. You can't enjoy a meal together. But because there are no crossbars under here, that a wheelchair can pull right up to here. So you can play a game, you can have a meal together, and it's not cumbersome.
That's a great idea. Actually, I hadn't even thought about
Isn't
that.
that great?
And I want you guys to see this too. So let's say you live, you know, by yourself, or, you know, you're like, okay, I just want to rearrange it for that party, or I've got people coming over, or gosh, I just want to rearrange my benches. Look at this. I can pick it up. You can easily move it around, but you'll be very, very impressed with how really strong and durable and sturdy it is. And again, as Tracy showed you, now it's converted. And I did buy two when I originally bought these years and years and years ago. I bought two because I wanted to be able to make this seating. I wanted a picnic table, but I didn't want it to always be a picnic table, and I wanted it to be a good looking picnic table. You know how many picnic tables are, to me, pretty darn ugly. You know, they're just ugly, right? Well, I really thought, gosh, these things are brilliant because they're benches. You can visit, you can sit, I could read, I could have the dogs up here with me, it doesn't matter. But when I did want to have people over, maybe it was a game night and we're going to play out on the deck, or again, it's that birthday party and we want all the kids to sit together. The fact you can convert it to a picnic table seating is so brilliant. So definitely think about picking up two of these. And the only reason I ever got rid of these, Trace, was because we moved down here to Florida. I had them up until the time we moved, and they literally were still going strong. There was no reason for me to trash them. I think I either donated them or I gave them to somebody. I don't remember, it was so long ago. But I really just enjoyed them for years. And we actually had a lot of great family memories sitting around this table and bench system.
Oh my gosh, we use these so much in our family. It's unbelievable. So I've done tie-dye with my family here. You don't have to worry about arts and crafts. These clean up like a charm. It takes nothing. I mean, after tie-dyeing, I was all tied and dyed. my kids weren't. I mean, we were a mess. But the tables came out perfectly clean. There is not any evidence of that ever happening. We just had a party for our teenagers. So I took 4 of them. I put huge caterers tablecloths on top. And I was able to sit 12 kids here, which was fantastic. Didn't have to worry about cake getting them messed up. They went swimming afterwards. Didn't have to worry about wet swimsuits on my nice furniture because you just dry it off or just air dry it. So this is that piece of furniture that is not going to take any maintenance, and it's very easy to put together. There's no splintering. You're not sanding it. You're not painting it. You're literally just going to hose it off, wipe it down, and that's it. So very easy. And typically I have these outside, but because we have a tropical storm going on, I was able to move them inside and use them inside or outside, which I absolutely love.
And the good news is you can, which is really great.
Right,
So it's the porch, it's the deck, it's the lanai. Maybe you just don't have a big budget for a lot of furniture outside, but you want to make the space really comfortable. Maybe you want to put this under a tree in the back of your house and have a beautiful bench to be able to sit on. There's a lot of those iron benches that are really uncomfortable and they're really heavy and nobody ever wants to spend time on them. And then there's this. And you know what I also love, Trace? We have to wrap it up, but it's a really deep seat. You're not kind of feel like you're right at the very edge. You can literally sit back and get extremely comfortable when you're sitting in these, so everybody can really relax and have a great time. All right, Trace, thanks for being with us tonight. It was great seeing you as always.
Great to see you too. It's 14 and a half inches deep, so really comfortable. I'm a tall girl, and it's very comfortable.
All right, thanks, Trace. All right, we have more coming up, including, well, Tracy said it too, we're kind of in the throes of a tropical storm down here.